Welcome back to another episode of Comfy Convos with Tori. Just like I said in the first video, ignore my TV because I don't know, I need something playing in the background. Today, we are going to be doing our lashes and possibly our nails. I'm not sure, maybe a face mask. This is like what I do will be very impromptu because this is a very much impromptu day. Like, I usually be at work. Today I'm not, and I don't really know what to do with myself, and I'm bored and I have a lot to say. So yeah, we're chatting. Got my wine. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab whatever you partake in to watch this video. Let's go. Okay, so today I definitely want to talk about men and dating in 2024 because that's where we're at. Hold on, I'm going to do my contacts off camera. Some people like kind of be skeeved out when I change them randomly because I am that person who will just randomly start doing shit. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and then come back. Okay, I'm back, and honestly, ignore my bags. I'm a working woman, unfortunately. And ignore this juicy pimple that literally just popped up today. Like, ew. You were ignoring a lot of things today, okay? Because ignore my hair, too. It's not done. I took the scarf off for y'all because, I don't know, walking outside with a scarf is crazy, so I felt like going on camera with a scarf is crazy. Not too much. Not too much. We're going to have good days. We're going to have bad days, okay? Anyway, this is my supplies. I actually just got this from a beauty supply store. I just found it. Like, it's on my way to work, and I don't know what, like, because I drive past there every single day for the past like 5 months, and I never saw it there. One day I was going there. It was my day off. I was going in to train somebody, and I look and I'm like, oh, it's a beauty supply store. And I literally just, yeah, I got some goodies. So we're gonna try these. It has like little instructions on the back to like tell you what style what style you want to do. So I'm gonna go volume style. I don't know if I'm gonna do it exactly how they highlighted it, but that's what I'm gonna do. And it says like you don't need glue, and I also have the bond and seal thing, but like this with no glue is 24 hours. This is usually a week. I'm not doing these every week. Like, at least give me 2 weeks, babe. At least. Let's be for real. It's just that doesn't fit my schedule. So we're using hair glue. Yeah, not the best. I also have another glue, but that one, I don't like the smell, and like it smells like almost like a super glue, like a nail glue. I don't want that by my eye. Like, I have never used it, to be honest, because it smells crazy. So yeah, no judgment, because, well, this is a judgment-free zone. Okay? If you have anything negative to say, keep it to yourself, because we don't care. We don't care. Okay, I'm trying not to cuss. You can keep the 2 cents, babe. Come back when it's $2,000, maybe 2 million. Maybe I'll, talking money for real, then maybe I'll listen. But let me stop. I kid, I joke, not really. Anyway, so obviously, like I said, we are going to talk about dating. So yeah, we're just going to jump right into it, So no way am I a dating expert. So I am just speaking through my experiences, like things that I have gone through or seen or witnessed, or, like how this shit is going right now. So I feel like men are very much in their feminine era. Like, they very much want princess treatment. It's not like a they're not masculine anymore. And the ones like who are, it's just like, oh, well, what do you bring to the table? Sir, I am the table. Like, I what do you mean? Like, and I feel like that's just like a sassy way of saying, like, what can you do for me? Like, as a woman, like we say, like, okay, what do you bring? Like, what do you come with? What baggage you come with? And I feel like that's just a sassier way of saying it. Like, can you take care of me type shit? And it's like, dude, why? Like, it's sassy man apocalypse at its finest. And I hate saying that because, like, there are like very great men out here. Obviously, people are still getting married, people are still getting in relationships. Like, I'm not saying this is not to like every single man living, walking, breathing on earth right now. It's definitely, I guess, honestly, the men I'm attracting, they're either very much sassy and want to be taken care of, or unavailable. And unavailable in the sense that, like, oh, like, right person, wrong time. And it's never like you're the right person, like them. It's more so, oh, you're perfect, you're everything I would want in a girlfriend and a wife, but I'm not ready for a relationship right now. You pursued me. Like, you genuinely could have stayed where you were. Like, you did not have to bother me whatsoever. Like, I didn't even look at you in that sense. I didn't even know you existed half the time. Like, let's be for real. Why did you reach out to me if you knew that you weren't ready for a relationship? And I get it, because like I also did that to somebody as well. And it wasn't on malicious intent. So like, coming from like both sides, I can play devil's advocate because I can understand both sides. Like, in that situation where I did it, it was definitely bullshit. It was definitely not fair to that person. So like, yeah, I'm in no way am I playing victim. I'm taking full accountability, but we are going to talk about it. Like, when I did it, it was just, I realized, like, it was like, okay, I definitely want a relationship, but I'm not ready for a relationship. Like, I have been in a relationship. Well, this is my first time being single. Like, I was in a relationship for, I think, 3 or 4 years consistently, or not consistently, but yeah, like back to back. So like, my first relationship was like 2018 to 2021. That ended like July of 2021. By September, October of 2021, I was talking to a whole different person. So it's like, no breathing room. We gave ourselves like a month, 2 months to grieve that relationship before hopping into another one. And then that one was from, we started dating around like November, and then got into a relationship January 2022, and then ended February 2023. So with that, like, I, even then, like right after that, a month later, I'm still trying to talk to other men. And it's just like, girl, give it a break. Wrap it up for a little bit. Like, and I'm definitely a relationship girly, but like, that showed me that like, I just need to fucking relax. Like, I was definitely centering my world around these men, and that's a freaking issue. Like, what are you accomplishing on your own to even bring to the next relationship? Like, and yeah, we scream like, oh, what can you bring to the table? Or we get mad personally, yeah, get mad when a guy says, oh, what do you bring to the table? But what do you bring? If you're not working on yourself, you're not healing yourself, you have nothing to offer. You're not upgrading your life, you're not upgrading your circumstance, you're not upgrading your surroundings, your pay rate. Like, you should not be in a relationship, because what can you bring besides dependency? And this is on like both sides. So like, scratch out, we're talking about men, we're talking about dating in its entirety, we're talking about men and women. So my issue with men, again, sassy man apocalypse. Like, it's very much giving, they want to be taken care of, they want to be the princess. I had somebody call me big money. That was the last time that man ever saw me. Why would you ever? Big money? Who do you think I am? Well, like, genuinely confused, genuinely shocked, because who do you think I am to be calling me that? Like, you're about to you about to really get tricked on. Like, no, baby. And if you was, you're not now. Absolutely not. Like, no. And it's just like, why? And it's like, oh, well, what can you do for me? What do you mean? Do you not know, like, the essence of a woman? Have you not been in a real relationship? And, like, maybe you haven't, but, like, ugh, go experience that and then come back. You wouldn't have to ask. If you honestly knew the true essence of a woman in love with you, and you're pouring into her, she's pouring into you, that's not a question. You already know what that come with. Like, any man I'm looking to date, I'm not asking what do you bring to the table. I'm not asking how much do you make. I'm not asking. Well, I capped a little bit. I might ask that once we start talking exclusivity and getting serious. Yeah, what's your salary? Cause it gotta make sense. We can work on some things. Some things just gotta be established, babe. Like. But anyway, like, I'm not asking a man like what they bring to the table. I'm not asking them what they can do for me, because I've been in a relationship where that man took full complete care of me. I did not work whatsoever. And granted, we were married, but like, even then, even when we were just dating, like we were just like boyfriend and girlfriend, I didn't touch nothing. He literally asked me, "What bills are you paying?" Told him the bills. They were paid. Some niggas just got that riz, and that was one of them. Like, yeah. He made it harder. He made it so hard for any guy. I'm not even gonna hold. Like, he made it extremely hard for anybody that really decides to take me serious and marry me again. Like, both good and bad, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is, he did have some downsides to him, which obviously is why we're not, well, I didn't really disclose that, but that's why we're not together. It obviously just didn't work out, which is fine. But yeah, like, that's not something I'm asking a guy when I'm meeting him. Like, especially not on like the first couple of dates. You definitely gotta wait a few dates to start talking like, what do you do? What do you make? What can you do for me? And again, like, I don't know. Simply, like, personally, I'm not asking that. I have had guys ask me that, and it's like, well, at this point, I kind of don't want to do anything, because why is that a question? It really gives that I'm about to build you up for the next girl, and I'm not doing that. Like, I am not in the business of building no man up. Like, look, okay. First, let's preface by saying this. I'm a very traditional, non-traditional female. I do have very strict values when it comes to foundational relationships. So I do want a manly man. I do want a man who's going to pay the bills. I do want a man who's going to, like I was saying, I do want a man that's a manly man, that's going to pay the bills, that's going to fix things around the house, that's going to handle me. Yeah, he's gonna take care of his kids, he's gonna go to work, he's gonna, like, like, he's gonna do things, around, he's gonna do the yard and things a guy do, like, when you look at a traditional household, you can understand, like, who wears the pants. I want that to be my man. Yeah. But I am non-traditional in the sense that, yes, you're paying majority of the bills, but like, we can do 70, what is it? I'm not good at math. We can do 70-30, because he has 60-40. We can do 70-30. We can do 80-20. I'm not paying all the bills, but like, neither are you. So if you're paying, let's say, rent, utilities, and I would say water bill, that's a utility. You're paying like those. I can pay internet. I can do groceries. Or we can go half on groceries, I can do what else is there? I can do like clothes, or like, half on clothes, or you do your clothes, I do my clothes. Like, like, I can do I can pitch in. So you're not like doing it entirely. I did have like my ex-husband, he did everything, and I definitely saw like that stress. So it was like, okay, we can compromise. Like we can definitely, you know, make something work. Like find a common ground, because it is a lot, especially in this economy. It's like it's expensive and it's hard to do on your own. So if you got a partner, why are you doing it on your own, you know? And then also in the sense of, the woman don't got to do everything, babe. I can go to work as well, and just as well as I can go to work, you can help with these kids, you can help with these dishes, you can help with this laundry, you can cook sometimes. Like, you know, it can definitely be a 50-50 household. 50-50 on the bills, probably not for me. No. 50-50 on everything else, yeah. Or even if it is like that 70-30 split on everything, where most of the time I'm with the kids, most of the time I'm doing laundry, most of the time I'm cooking and cleaning, I don't mind that. Like, I really don't. I'm not like a super stuck in my ways. Like, no, if it works for us, it works for us, and we can find what works for us. But yeah, as a married couple, no, I'm not doing 50-50 on no bills. As boyfriend and girlfriend, I honestly don't think I want to live with a boyfriend. Like, now, if we're engaged, yeah, for sure. But anyway, like I was saying, I feel like guys are definitely in their era, or some guys are definitely in their era where it's like, what can you do for me? How are you going to take care of me? And I really feel like, because I do have to play devil's advocate. I truly feel like it is because men have been taken advantage of for so long, and we do unfortunately have women who definitely think that everything has to be handed to them, especially if you're a man, especially if you're her man. So it's like, I see where it comes from. Like, I'm not gonna say it just comes out of nowhere, or, you know, like it's coming from left field, or like all of a sudden they're just acting like this. No, it definitely is something that progressed over the years, and somewhere somebody told them that this is how you get back at us or some shit. Because, like, I don't know, when y'all start doing this is what I truly want to know. And when did it apply to every single girl you talk to? Like, I remember some guys would be like, oh, I just gotta like fill you out and then like move accordingly. A lot of guys, they just automatically put you in a box and now this is who you are. And it's like, how is that fair? Because if we did that, and some girls do, but like me personally, I'm not a girl that do that. Like, I'm gonna take you at face value. If you are showing me that if you're showing me that you are the typical guy of 2024, where you want to be taken care of, you want everything to be everything, and you want it your way, and we're not gonna last. And you're gonna know we're not gonna last. You're definitely gonna know, because I am a person, I assert what I need. I assert my needs, and if you can't meet them, then, not to say there's somebody that will, but if I can meet them myself, what are you here for if you're not doing that as well? You know, like, it just doesn't make sense. So yeah, but if you're a guy, I see like you're not like the rest of them, like you are a little different, okay, cool, like I'm gonna treat you as such. Like, maybe we could be friends if we don't work out, or, you know, like, I feel like guys aren't giving like that leniency to get to know you. It's just automatically, oh, well, girls in the past have done da 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 da. And this leads me to my next point. People, like, excuse me, and me and my best friend was talking about this last night, literally, and that's why I was like, yeah, this is gonna be my next video, because so many guys, or people, period, because we're not just talking about guys. I'm talking about guys because I'm into guys. I'm not into girls, so I can only speak for myself when I'm coming from a female perspective. So a lot of guys are dating when they're not ready. You are nowhere near ready for a relationship, and here you are messaging me for a date. Why? Why are you wasting your time? More importantly, why are you wasting my time? Let's talk about that one. But it's like, and I'm running into, it's not even like, for some guys it is financials. For the guys that I am experiencing, it's not even financials. Like, they're financially stable, and that is something I look for, like, in a relationship. It's not like my number one priority deal breaker. Like, we can work on some things, like, for sure. I can build with you to a certain extent. I'm not building you up. You definitely gotta have, like, at least a career. You definitely gotta have at least a certain tax bracket. But you don't gotta be a millionaire. You don't gotta be, like, in your dream career and with your dream degree. Like, because I don't have that. So I'm definitely not expecting that of anybody else. But you definitely gotta be established, because I am established. Like, although I don't have a degree, I have a career. Like, I have a job that, well, one is a career. I've been doing it for years. And two, I can build up. I make decent money. Like, I can sustain myself. I can take care of myself. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm expecting in my partner. So yeah, we can build on certain things. We can definitely build the dream life that we want. But if you're not living your current dream, or, because I say current dream as, because I feel like I gotta give a lot of disclaimers, because I don't want no misconceptions. I'm not a person, I'm not super, like, materialistic. Yes, I like material things just as well as the next person, but I'm not, like, that's not something I require in a relationship. You don't gotta have, like, the best car and have the best clothes. No, that's something we can build, or that's something, like, you can do on your own. Like, some people have their own values, and, like, they don't really care about that thing, and that's fine. For me personally, yeah, I do, and that's what I'm gonna do. But you, like, I'm expecting you to be you, you know? And if that means that that's not something you care about, that's not something you care about. Who cares? Like, all of that comes and goes, ebbs and flows, like. But as far as, like, building a man, because I'm everywhere. I'm so sorry, y'all. I feel like my videos, I definitely be having, like, an itinerary of what I want to say. But I also have ADHD, and that should be kicking my ass. So we're going to start with building a man. I'm going to finish what I'm saying, and then we're going to go to what I was actually talking about. So, yeah. As far as, like, building a man to be a man, or to handle responsibilities, or to be, like, knowing how to be in a relationship, knowing how to love, knowing how to accept love, knowing how to deal with somebody else's love language, knowing how to be a decent human being. I'm not doing that. I feel like I've done it twice, and somebody else is gonna reap those benefits. I will no longer be that girly. Come built, or go find somebody else and come back. That's definitely how I'm coming. Like, and it's no shade, no tea. It's not your fault that, like, you know, yeah, it's not your fault, but it's definitely not mine either. And I'm out of my superhero phase. Stand up. Sink or swim. That's what my mom used to tell me growing up. Sink or swim. But anyway, yeah, with guys not being ready, I am running into, or I was, because I'm also not in my dating era right now. Like, I definitely hung it up. It's on a hanger in the closet, in the far, like, you know how you get, like, a prom dress, or, like, you have that suit that costs so much freaking money, and you put it in a little plastic bag all the way in the back of the closet, because you ain't never gonna, or your wedding dress. Yeah, my wedding dress was in that little garment bag in the back of the closet. Like, we ain't touch it after that day. That's where it's at. That's where my dating life is, back there. And it'll come out when I'm ready, because also I am a person who's not ready for a relationship. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. So yeah, I'm running into a lot of, like, you're perfect, you're what I would look for in a girlfriend and a wife, yada yada, but I'm not ready for a relationship right now. And I was talking to my guy best friend, and he said like something that, like, really just put me into a different perspective when it came to that. Because I'm just like, yo, what is wrong with me? They keep saying, oh, nothing's wrong with you, but something got to be wrong. Like, because why, like, why is all of these failing? And he was honest. He was just like, well, you're a person that, like, people want to keep in their life. Like, they see value in you. They see that you're not somebody they can play with. You're not somebody that they can just, like, walk all over and do whatever they want with. They have to come correct. So once they see that, it's like, oh, I can't play with her. I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not ready to be for real. So let me back up and let her be great. Like, and like some of them will be like, oh, like we can still be friends, da 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 da. And I'm like, well, why do they say that? And he's like, well, they still want you in their life. Like you are a valuable person. So of course they want you like to still be in their life to some extent. They're just not ready for anything like extra. Or they want to do what they want to do, because this is me now. This is me. They want to do what they want to do, and then when they're ready to settle down, they want you close, so they can easily just, let's go. Yeah, no, that part definitely not. Absolutely not. But the other part, like, it definitely put a different perspective into it, because it's like I feel like a lot of people do that. Like, and that's what a lot of people are running into right now. Like, a lot of the females I'm talking to, or like, you know, not like talking, but like, you know, I have friends. A lot of my female friends are literally like saying like people aren't ready, or if they are ready, it's like if they are portraying that they're ready or are trying to pursue you, it's like bullshit, because they're not ready. So it's like they'll ghost you, or they'll lead you on, or, you know, just get in your pants and then dip, or get in your pants and then switch up and be a F-boy. Like, and that, I definitely understand that. And like, I feel like the moment, because let's talk about it, ladies. We can't keep complaining about these men doing us wrong if we're allowing them to do us wrong. I was literally saying this to my girl best friend, like, and not to say like that's her situation, but it was just a conversation we were having. So I'm like, yeah, but it also takes us as women to deny these niggas the punani. Be stingy. Give it to the one that's showing you that he deserve it, and whatever that means to you. What I forget her name, Vicky Lowe. Yeah, what she say? Number 2. What is that? What number 1? Oh, number 3. I'm cracking up. Number 3, don't F these guys for free. If he wants some of the punani, he has to pay the fee. And for me, like, I'm not expecting, like, obviously some dates. Yeah, for sure. Come out your pocket. Show me out. Show me off. Yeah. Because look what you got. Like, yeah, for sure. But also, like, you definitely got to show me that you are actually ready. You got to show me that, like, I'm not just going to waste my time. And you can tell if you honestly look, this is why I say see people at face value. Because if you see who they are rather than who they're presenting, you're going to know who is actually serious and actually ready, and who is just fucking around. Who is just here just to get some. Who is here just to see, or just to test the water, see if they still got it, or whatever their case may be. Like, some guys are really just out here playing. And I promise you, like, I have been, when I was in my dating era, I was heavy in my dating era. You wanted a date, you were getting it. It didn't matter. Like, I didn't have a type. I still don't think I have a type, to be honest. Like, I have a general consensus of a type. I definitely go for like the same face card, you know? Like, I'm not gonna tell y'all, because don't leave me alone. Honestly, just leave me alone. But yeah, like, I definitely go for the same kind of guys, characteristics. Yeah. But like, some be tall, some be short, some be skinny, some be a little thicker, some be built. Like, it just depends on like how you carry it. It depends on like, one, if you got riz. If you got riz, you if you can make me laugh, and you can make me like look at you like, ooh, all right, big stepper, yeah. What they say, when a big dog, not the little one. If you can make me look at you like that, yeah, we can talk. I don't know if we'll get far, but we definitely can talk. Like, we can have that dialogue. We can see where it's gonna go, you know. But it's definitely the way you treat me. It's how you keep me. Or don't keep me. But a lot of these guys, like, if he's not asking you any real important questions, what do you do for work? Do you like your job? What are your future plans? Are you wanting a relationship? Who are you? If he's not asking anything about you or anything regarding like something that could potentially do with him, so like I said, like your goals, your dreams, your career, your job, how you're making your money, things like that. Some guys are really just nosy and they just want to know. But you can tell when a guy is like genuinely interested, like when he actually wants to know you for you, that's a guy you can keep around. You don't have to immediately give him anything. I'm not going to hold you. I have multiple guys to this day who have never touched me. Not even a kiss. And if I call right now, they're coming. Like, with a quickness. What they say, 80 and a 50? Fuck a ticket? Yeah. With a quickness. And that's not me, like, toot my own horn or, like, nothing like that. It's literally because I presented myself and I held out. Like, I'm also, like, I used to be a very fast girl. Like, you could look at me and I'm dropping the drawers. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, it's very sick. And that's not to say, like, that's not to say nothing to me. I'm not no hoe. Please don't get it confused. We're just gonna leave it at that. But I definitely was a person who was honestly just looking for love. Like, I just wanted to be loved. And that stems from, like, deeper things, growing up, all of that. And because of that, I had morals. I always had morals. I always had values. I didn't have standards and I didn't have boundaries. And that is the issue. And that is the issue with a lot of these females. Y'all keep saying the bar is in hell, the bar is in hell, and y'all keep dropping it lower and lower. How low are we gonna go before we make these niggas stand up? Like, let's be for real. And like, I just keep it flabbergastes me because I don't know if I made up a word. I know flabbergasted is a word, but like flabbergastes. I don't know, I'll crack myself up. Anyway, before we go on another tangent. It really baffles me the amount of women who say, like, who have these complaints about these men but do nothing about it. That's the literal definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And also, because like I said, I do attract a certain type of man, and that type of man is not always great. But it's not about who you attract. It's about who you entertain. You can't help who you attract. You attract people who are on your level, maybe a little higher, yeah. You attract people based off of your looks, based off of your demeanor, based off of how you carry yourself, based off of how you think about yourself. And you might not think, like, you might have like a little honestly, the thing I did, because I didn't think this was true either, like how you think about yourself, because how you know what's in my head. Not you, what to say, you can't read minds. Yeah. But go out when you're feeling very confident and go out when you're feeling very insecure. I've done both. It's a major difference. A major difference. Just not necessarily with the guys who approach you, because guys are going to approach you. That's what they do, honestly. And if they don't, they're looking at you or whatever. But I'm also a person, sometimes, especially if I get drunk enough, I'm going to go up and talk to you if I think you're cute and you're looking at me. And I do that little look. I look at you and I look at you for what? Was it 5 seconds, 10 seconds? And then you look back and you look away first. That means you think I'm attractive. Run it. Run it, because it's in the bag. I'm cracking up. But yeah, like, it's a major difference who comes up to, not like I said, not who comes up to you, but who you entertain, who you allow to have your number. And like, as girls, like, I don't know if girls still do this. Sometimes I still do. I'm not gonna hold, because I do live in a college town, and I go to another city that's a college town as well, or city, whatever. Guys sometimes be a little weird about not giving them your number. I don't like that. I don't want to get hit in the head with a brick. Like, no disrespect to the girl. I'm not like making fun of nothing. I just genuinely don't want that to happen to me. So sometimes I'll just give my social media Like, I'll give my Instagram rather than my number, because, and I'll tell them, like, no, you're a little too young for me. Like, I'm 26, babe. What can you do with me? And they'll be like, oh, I could do a lot. I don't think so. Not what I want you to do. Probably what you want to do. Not what I want to do. Like, so I'll give them my Instagram and that'll be fine. Like, they still got something. But yeah, like, you'll be surprised who you give, or not even surprised. You will understand who you'll give your number to, or your Instagram or whatever, and who you will not give the time of day. Like, and it's literally just because when you're in that insecure mindset, you just want to feel. Sometimes you want to feel anything. Sometimes you just want to feel beautiful. Sometimes you want to feel full. You want to feel whole. You want to feel secure. Sometimes you want to feel wanted, loved, like, and I'm pretty sure, like, my girls, y'all know what I'm talking about. And even some guys, maybe, like, you guys know. Y'all know. And don't pretend. But yes, like, also another part, I'm kind of putting like standards and boundaries and dating when you're not ready together. I feel like they do go together, but not at the same time, and they can also be their own category. Maybe if I have somebody on here with me, I'll be a little more organized. Maybe not. I don't know. This is really how all of my conversations go with anybody. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But yeah, like, also with dating when you're not ready, it could also be like, you just, like, me personally, I just feel like I'm just not ready. Like, yes, I have the mindset. Yes, I have, like, I definitely know what I want. I definitely know what I don't want. I definitely know what I'm looking for. Excuse me. But at the same time, like, I feel like it goes a little deeper than that. Like, it also has to do with finances. It also has to do with trauma. Like, if you're dealing with, it doesn't matter if it's relationship trauma. It doesn't matter if it's friendship trauma. It doesn't matter if it's childhood trauma. If you just went through something traumatic, if you just lost someone, please do not get in a relationship. Do not get in a relationship. Like, you are not emotionally, psychologically ready for that. And I'm saying this from experience. Like, all of those. Everything I've listed, I've done. Like, when I actually look back, like, hindsight is 2020. When I actually look back at my relationships, when they started, how I was, how they ended, anything that happened in relationship, I, like, yeah, babe, no. I wasn't ready for either one. Like, when you don't know what a relationship is, you don't know how to love somebody, you don't know how to accept love, you don't know anything about a love language or loving someone in their love language. No. Please take that time to love yourself. Like, be in relationship with yourself. The things that you want out of a relationship, write them down. I did a whole 3 pages on what I want in a relationship, how I want my relationship to be, who I want my husband to be, who I want to be in that relationship, what I'm expecting out of that relationship. And I'm not going to lie to you, that was the most I have ever done, ever. And I did that, like, I think 2 weeks ago. That was the most I have ever done. Yeah, I've like, oh, who do I want to be? Who do I want my next person to be? And then what do I want the relationship to consist of? But never did I like go into the depths of it. Like, I didn't understand it enough. And it really took for me to be single and start dating, to be like, oh, okay, I look very crazy with one lash, like one eye done and the other not. Anyway, it really took for me to be single and date, for me to see, okay, I'm not who I thought I was. Like, I definitely thought, I'm like, yeah, I'm that girl. Like, I am. But like, I really thought like any guy who's in a relationship with me, they're gonna be so lucky. I do this, I do that. Like, I bring this to the table. I got this lined up. I do this for my guys. Like, anything for my man, I cater to him. Yeah, and that's very much true. For sure. Like, I definitely, yeah, I do my big one. But also, I was not providing emotional support. I was not loving that man in his love language. I was not understanding what he was going through on a day-to-day. What was going through his mind. I wasn't checking in. I was saying, how was your day? I wasn't saying, oh, how are you feeling today? Something happened. Oh, okay. Like, okay, I'm sorry that happened to you. How did that make you feel? What did that do for you? If anything? Like, I feel like there's a lot more that goes into making a relationship work that a lot of people just don't know. And maybe it's because like you weren't shown, you weren't taught. Maybe you just didn't have, like, personally, I didn't have, like, I had role models, yes. Some healthy, some unhealthy. I never saw like the closed door combos. I never saw like the compromise combos. I never saw the, like, I never saw like the deep shit. I always saw surface level. So of course I'm like, oh, I can cook and clean for my man every day. That's nothing. And it's like, yeah, it's a little something when you working, but like, I gotta do that for myself anyway. So what, I put on an extra piece of chicken? Like, that's nothing. Like, that's cool. But when it comes to like actually being there and actually like loving that person in their love language, actually being there for them physically, emotionally, psychologically, that just takes a different type of energy. And honestly, right now, I just don't have it. Like, I don't have it to give out. Yeah, like, I do it with my friends. Like, they're honestly, like, who I practice on and myself. Like, I ask them, like, hey, did you eat? How are you feeling? Like, what's going on with you psychologically? How, like, like, what are some things like you're going through that you don't tell anybody? Because like a lot of people need that and a lot of people don't have that. And that's also something I realized just growing up and not having that at certain times myself, like, and needing that and not realizing how much I need that, But yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Stop wasting people's time if you're not ready to date. Just stop doing it. Like, can we cancel that? Y'all want to cancel all these people? Can we cancel that? She looks very crazy behind me. But anyway, can we cancel that? Like, cause why are we playing with people's emotions? That's not cute. That's not fun. You're actually probably really destroying people, making them not want to be in a relationship whatsoever at all. Hence me. I don't want you guys. I was about to say something else. I do not want you men's. Too many games. When relationships come back in style and I find my person, yeah, for sure. Like, I'm open to it. I'm open to dating. I was actually supposed to go on a date today. It didn't happen. On his end, it's the second time it had to be rescheduled, so it's canceled for life. He's blocked. I do not play. It's real strict over here, babe. I'm not sorry about it. Come correct. So, like, for sure. I'm just very much over the games. I'm over being played with. I'm over just the BS of dating and being single. I can do this by myself. I take myself out on dates. I go on dates with my friends. That's enough for me. You know how much I work? I'm okay. Like, you know how much family events I be having? And I'm scheduling time to meet. Oh, I'm okay, babe. Moving on. I set standards and boundaries, but like, honestly, like, I really just want to drill this into my ladies, my guys. I just want to drill it into y'all head. Please, please, please. Like, I know casual sex is very much a thing right now. It's been a thing. But like, especially right now, nobody wants a relationship. They want a situationship. They want somebody they can just call on when they want, or when they're ready, or when they want some, when they feel it in the mood. And then do what y'all do, and then you leave, and I don't hear from you again until it happened again. Or you might ask me how my day is, did I eat, but like, it's surface level. No, please, like, if that's what you into, to each his own. But if you actually want something longevity, you actually want, you're dating to marry, or you're dating to, your relationship girly, you're dating to be in a relationship, stop giving it out so quick. Like, that gets you nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And like, there are some very, very rare situations or relationships to where like they met, they did it on the first date, and they've been together ever since. They're married happily, got kids, all of that. That rarely happens. Rarely happens. And like, it just so happened to be my first relationship. That's exactly how it happened. Like, we literally linked, had sex. So that's really, that was what I was on at that time. Like, I was very much in situationships, so like, I wasn't expecting nothing else. It turned into something else. Like, that man hit me up the next day. I said, oh, I definitely thought you was gonna be a one night stand, but all right, like, I guess this is gonna be a situationship. No, then girlfriend. Then I was like, oh, why am I actually down on a sign, But no, like, that's very rare. Like, very, very rare. Has that happened to me again in life? Obviously, I just said I'm single, so y'all know the answer to that, right? Like, yeah, has not happened again at all whatsoever. And do you think I was giving it up? Yeah, I've had similar situations, not the same outcome. Not at all. So if you are expecting something of a longevity, do not just give your body to anybody. Your body is so sacred. And there are so many diseases out right now. Like, so many people are just not taking care of their body the way they need to be. And not going to the doctors. Oh my goodness. Like, I forget who it was. I don't know if I was reading a podcast. I was listening to K Shine. She was telling a story time. And that story time was a little old, but like, it's still true to this day. Like, I talk to some people, or like, I'll hear stories. People do not go to the doctors as regularly as you would think they do, or as regularly as they actually need to. Like, she asked him, oh, when's the last time you've been to the doctor? He said, why I'm going to the doctor? I'm not sick. When I tell you I was driving, I literally, like, not almost crashed, but like, I was shocked. Like, mouth on the floor. You what? Huh? Oh my goodness. Like, and that is so common. Like, even I'll go to the doctors. I go every 3 months, whether I've had a partner or not. As a woman, you go through a lot. It's a lot more than just sexually transmitted. You can go through BV, you can have UTI, and you don't even know you have a UTI. Like, and that's bacteria. Bacteria travels through your body. When old people get UTIs, it literally can take them out. You can die from a UTI. Yeah. Yeah. I don't play. I go to the doctors for anything. Anything. If you know me, you know in real life. Anything. I exaggerate everything. Like, I be so scared. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But yes, like, and they'll be asking me, I'm like, oh, I'm going to the doctors just to get checked out, get tested, whatever. Oh, you be effing like that? Or like, what's wrong with you? You got symptoms? Or like, like, they just automatically assume. And it's like, no, I actually haven't even had anybody touch me in 3 months, but I'm just going. Like, I'm just making sure everything is okay with my body. That's just the type of person I am. And, oh, okay. Like, but it's like such a shock. And it's like, why? Well, how often do you go? Like, when the last time you went? Because what the heck, if that's surprising to you? Don't scare me now. It's stand on what you say, mean what you say, and say what you mean. If you are saying you need to, I've had this happen to me too. I used to be, I don't do it anymore. I used to be on dating apps. I need to meet with you, and I need to FaceTime you prior to us even thinking about meeting up, to see if you are who you are. Who you are portraying to be. Number one. Number two, we need to meet in public. Our first couple of links. We need to be meeting in public. And then if we can't, like not if we can't, because that's non-negotiable. After we meet in public and we've had at least 2 dates in public, then we can go to your house or, go somewhere a little more private if that's what you want. I had some guy, I was trying to meet, obviously, like, follow my rule. Like, that's literally a non-negotiable for me. That is my rule when I'm on these dating apps, because this shit can get wicked for sure. And like, I don't want to, anyway. He had every excuse in the book to not meet up. Like, it was, oh, I'm new to the area. He had just moved, it's like 30 minutes away from, he just moved to Philly. Fuck it. I'm new to the area. I don't really know places around me. Whatever. Sir, we are in the era of social media. That is not an excuse. Do you know how easy I'm sure everybody know how easy it is to literally look up things to do near you. Google it. That's literally what I told him. Google it. Google up some places. You can go on TikTok. You can go on Google. You can even go on Instagram. Lounges near me. Hot spots near me. New restaurants near me. Restaurants near me. Food near me. Parks near me. You can, like, when I tell you I even Google anything, and I've lived out here my entire life, I still Google things. There's new things all the time, like, or things I didn't even know existed. So it's definitely, I get what you're saying. I could definitely take that into consideration, but that's not an excuse, babe. Google it, TikTok it, YouTube it. Hell, like, that's not, you're not saying anything to me. If you want to be completely honest, like, I'm not taking that as an excuse. So cool, said that. Then it was, I don't, like, basically he didn't want to spend his money on somebody that he didn't know, like, would have longevity in his life. Some guys do that. I'm not gonna say a lot. Some guys do that. He's the second guy I've had say that to me, to be honest. Like, oh, I really don't like spending money on somebody who is not my girl. If that's your prerogative, then, like, if that's your boundary, standard, or whatever you want to call it, I know what it give. Do I care? No. Because, again, that's not an excuse. Like, we're definitely going to stick with the principle. That's not an excuse. We can go to a park. We can get ice cream. I'll pay. I don't care. Like, in that moment, because I definitely do believe in a guy at least paying for the first date, for sure. Like, I don't mind paying on dates. I'm not a person like, oh, we need to go have steak and lobster and you're paying. No. Like, we can go get ice cream. We can literally do anything. I feel like the first date is honestly like that icebreaker, get to know you, can this work kind of thing. And not even because I don't go on a first date thinking about a relationship. I go on a first date thinking, can you be somebody who is in my life in any capacity? Can you be an acquaintance? Can you be a friend? Before you are my partner, before you are my man, my hubby, my boyfriend, like, that's what I go on a first date with intentions of. So yes, we can go to a park. Yes, we can go get ice cream. Like, I don't want to say sit in the car, because, again, I just met you. Maybe I'm being extra. I don't know, but you could easily just, and I never see my family again. No. And then you in my car. I don't know. Anyway, we can definitely do something that is inexpensive and or no money at all. Like, we for my job, I literally find activities for my guys to do that sometimes cost no money. My mom is a family advocate. She finds things that literally cost no money. Outings, like full blown, like, you can take your kid here, they can have a great time, get fed, and you don't have to spend anything but gas. Yeah. You're not saying anything to me, to be honest. Like, that's not an excuse. And it was still, oh, we could have a movie night inside, get some snacks, get some wine or some alcohol, you know? And I'm like, yeah, that does sound like a great date. It really does. Like, that is my vibe. I love doing that, like, with my man or with somebody I'm comfortable with. I even did it with my friends. Like, I just did a girls' night the other last weekend. And that's all we did. We ordered food, we watched a movie, we talked, we had our wine, you know, it was a great night. Am I doing that with somebody on the first date? Absolutely not. No. So I'm like, yeah, while that sounds like a great date, like I would love it if we could even go to a park and get some ice cream prior to us doing that. Like, it still was a no. And you know what I did? Stood on my boundaries, stood on my standards. Hey, this isn't gonna work out. I told you multiple times that these are my standards, these are my boundaries. This is what I need in order for us to continue. And you're blatantly ignoring that at this point. You have no regard for my feelings or how I feel, and therefore we will not work and we will no longer be speaking. And that's me being nice, because usually I just ghost these motherfuckers. I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you no explanation. I don't have to sit here and explain to you why I'm doing anything, because who are you? But the more mature, the nicer, you know, I would say professional, but yeah, professional too, goddamn. The more mature and evolved woman in me, yeah, you're getting an explanation. Will it be probably that drawn out, or, you know, like, probably not. Maybe. I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. If I feel like typing all of that. Or if I feel like you deserve it. Like, he was a nice guy. He really was. From what I could tell. Because you can't really tell much, one, based off of an online app. And then two, based off of, like, we conversated for like 2 days. There's not much I'm telling about you in 2 days. But, like, he was cool. He was very respectful. He didn't, like, I have had some guys, like, cuss me out and, oh, you was ugly anyway, or you swear you're this, or you swear you too good, or you, and I am. Clearly. Like, but, like, you are what you believe, and a man is going to treat you exactly how you allow him to. If you allow him to walk all over you, and you allow him to break every single standard and boundary you're saying that you have, if you say, I also had this with my last boyfriend, oh, you can't come over after 10. Because, babe, I got to be up for work, and I still want to have quality time. You know, I still want to do, and get to bed at a decent time. So you need to be here at least by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock even, like just before 10. The first couple times, he definitely tried it, for sure. And okay, stay home. We can just try again tomorrow. After that second day, because it wasn't a try again tomorrow, I did a double the next day, the next 2 days. And I knew that, for sure. Call it what you want. I definitely knew that. Yeah, we can try again tomorrow. Tomorrow came, oh, I'm working a double. The next day came, I'm working a double. And yeah, he didn't come until I think 3 days later. Because the following day, bitch, I gotta catch up on my sleep. Not bitch, sorry. But I gotta catch up on my sleep. Like, yeah, no, you're not coming over. And I was like, you know, I'm just gonna have my night to myself. Like, I'm very tired. I got off work. I did 2 doubles in a row and an extra shift. Like, I'm exhausted. I just want to go to sleep. And that's exactly what I did. Hit him up the next day. Oh, I miss you so much. I haven't seen you in almost a week. Da-da-da-da. Do you think he ever missed that 10 o'clock? Absolutely not. That man was there every single, not every night, but, you know, every single time he wanted to come over, he was there at 8 o'clock. A man is going to do exactly what you allow him to do. As a woman, you need to stand on what you said. Say it and mean it. Put yourself before anybody. It doesn't matter who they are. Even with my own family, listen, I work a lot. They have a lot of needs. We have a lot of events, and I love spending time with them. Do not get me wrong. Love spending time with them. I love my family. I honestly don't know what I would do without them. But if I can't do it, I can't do it. And that's something I had to learn over time, for sure. But if I can't do it, I can't do it. I cannot pour from an empty cup. And a lot of y'all are doing that and then wondering why you're being walked all over, wondering why you're not being taken seriously, wondering why you're burnt the fuck out and there's nobody to pour back into you, or nobody wants to pour back into you. Because at the end of the day, you have yourself and only yourself. You came in this world alone, you will most likely leave alone. When it comes to your soul, you're by yourself, babe. When it comes to your heart, you're by yourself, babe. Nobody is going to care about you more than you care about you. Nobody's going to take care of you more than you can take care of yourself. When a man comes in and he sees you're doing X, Y, and Z for yourself, and you're standing on this and you're standing on that, and you're not budging with this, and you're about your business, you're about your shit, and you're about yourself, not in no selfish way, just in the sense of you are about who you are. You're not putting anybody before you. You're not putting anything before you. They're going to do the same thing, babe. They're going to treat you like you are the top of the pedestal. And I've seen that. I haven't experienced that yet. I've seen that. What I have experienced is a man not allowing, like me not allowing a man to do anything and a man conforming to those standards because they want to be with me. If a man truly wants to be with you, listen, there's not a standard you could set that man will not conform to. Promise you. Promise you. In both of those. And in the first one, I was still learning. The first one, I was still young as heck. But if I set a standard and I said, this is what I wanted, and this is what I wanted to happen, this is what I wanted to see, that man was doing it. And if he doesn't do it, he doesn't want you. And if he doesn't want you, you don't want him. And it's that simple. We want what wants us. A woman was never supposed to chase. All of this, oh my goodness, I can't. It kills me. Absolutely kills me when I see a woman going crash out behavior over a man who doesn't even respect you. You don't know why he doesn't respect you? Because you don't respect yourself. Why are you crashing out about this man? Girl, if you don't sit back, act. Because sometimes it's truly an act. Act like you don't give a fuck and let this man crash out about you. That is a man's job. That crashing out is you being in your masculine. That's not a feminine trait. A feminine trait is you sitting the fuck back and allowing it to be what it is. Because femininity, you're open. You're calm. You're peaceful. You're loving. You're nurturing. You're not crashing the fuck out. Even if that's what you feel. Femininity is also being in control of your feelings. No one can make you feel a way that you are not allowing yourself to feel. You know how many times I was pissed the fuck off? Whether it be a male or a female. Pissed off to the point I really just want to show you. I want to show you, babe. I want to show you. You hungry? What does Siki say? She eat. Yeah. I want to show you exactly what I'm feeling right now. I want to show you. Yeah, I like, that's all I could say. That's all I could say. There's no other way to describe it. I want to show you how you making me feel right now. For sure. Because I can show you better than I could tell you, babe. My words can cut. I want to show you how deep they cut, though. For sure. Like, let's have some fun. Let's play. This is a game, right? Let's play. But I had to put my feelings to the side. And honestly, like, I dealt with that later. Swallow it up. Okay. Cool. Rock out. I'm allowing you to exit yourself out of my life. I don't need to crash out. Ever. Ever. You never need to crash out. Your silence will speak far, far louder than your hands could, than an object could, than your words could. Anytime I was silent, they knew I was deadly. They knew it. I didn't have to say that. I didn't have to show that. I was just, of course, yeah. I can see why you feel that way. And mind you, they're screaming, yelling, oh, you calling me every name in a book, destroying my character. One family member, you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? No, I don't think that's necessary. Did I cry with the family member? For sure. For sure. One thing, I am a crybaby. I'm a big crybaby. Do I let people see me cry? Not usually. I definitely don't like that. It's not a weakness or anything. A lot of people take it as a weakness, and I don't like that. And then also, I don't know. I feel like that's very intimate. Like, I've cried with like my spouses. I've cried with my friends. I've cried with my family. It just had to be somebody I truly trusted to share those emotions with, for sure. But yeah, with that family member, yeah, I bawled. In front of her, it was just a few tears shed. I bawled. Soon as that shit was over, I cried that had me up crying all night. But even they know. And they know they would never get that opportunity again, which is why they're dragging it. That's why they make sure they get everything out. So then they have nothing else to say to you, because they know they will never have the opportunity to say that to you again. Ever. Ever. And that is okay. Because people are always going to show you who they are. And they're always going to show you how they view you. Pay attention and move accordingly. You gotta take your feelings out of everything. It has to be logic. It has to be. Or you are gonna be the one hurt every single time. Every time somebody betrayed me, every time I was hurt by somebody, or somebody broke my heart, it's because I put my feelings before facts. I saw how they were moving. I saw what they were saying. I saw, like, you see everything. None of this should be a surprise. When it happens, it should not be a surprise. But it was every single time, because no, that's not how they are. That's not what they meant. They didn't mean it like that. They love me. They would never. They could never. They can, they will, and they do. Tighten up. Okay, this might have to be like a two-part thing, I'm realizing, because I'm almost done my lashes and I still have a lot to talk about. A lot more to talk about. Okay, we talked about standards, boundaries. We're done with that. We talked about dating when you're not ready. Cool. We talked about giving it up. Yeah, I got my little list and crossing my shit off. So now we're going to talk about, like, actually dating. Like, how it is to actually, I'm going to end this and start another one. So in this one, I'm gonna end this here. So then that could be a separate video, so we can kind of be a little more organized, you know. Excuse me, that's why I had the wine. I needed something to drink. I was talking a little too much. I was parched. What SpongeBob I needed. But yeah, we're gonna like separate the two so that it's not so much to digest. And this is already 56 minutes. Like, I don't know, like, editing, if it'll be that still. But yeah, our next video, I'll still be doing the same thing. And see you then. Link. Whoa. Comment, share, subscribe, like. Yeah. Tell me how y'all feel about the video. If y'all want a tutorial on the lashes or anything like that, let me know. In the next video, you'll see them done. So tell me how they look in there too.